4-1 is the most efficient way to complete a solo CoX and ensure a deathless run, and if you're like me and plan on getting the omelette, it's essential. In this video, you'll master it in just 3 raids, and the trick is exploiting Orm's anus. No, not like that, his attack cycle. By forcing Orm to turn his head during the A and S phase, we'll be dodging his deadly specials and we'll trade 4 hits and tank only 1. Master this and you'll breeze through Orm's hand phase using minimal supplies. With the omelette drop locked behind a 1.9% chance per purple chest, that's a lot of P's. Efficiency is everything, and 4-1 is what will get us there. Now, I've made a bold claim having you master 4-1 in 3 raids, but let me cook, right? Ah, shit. I'm just going to put this on because apparently I need it. I'll go through each of the 3 raids and your goal for that raid. Enter raid number 1. Your goal here is to get into cycle a few times and begin to understand the logic of it working. When you finish the raid, I want you to have learnt what it feels like to be in the cycle and to know what to do when you begin killing the melee hand. Mistakes here, perfectly fine and expected. This raid's about being comfortable in the room and learning how to get his head moving in the right way. So, you've finished the rooms, you've done your farming, here is the gear checklist. You need your tri-bridge setup, a dragon warhammer, your thralls, 2 staminas, an overload, a prayer restore, 3 revites, and the rest of the inventory aids. Your final checklist is a 4-tick mage weapon, it's turned to accurate and not on long range, and your true tile indicator is on. It's time to enter the room. You'll stand in the middle, you'll wait for Orm to appear, and then get a spec on the melee hand. You'll get used to the timing, but from here you can 3-0 the mage hand and kill it easily. If you don't know what 3-0ing is, if you attack the mage hand on specific tiles on the same tick Orm attacks, he'll constantly be turning his head right, middle, left while you gun him down. The only key thing to note here is when you attack from the melee hand, it will drag you. This means you can move and attack on the same tick, and you'll cross the room in enough time for Orm to turn his head again. You can see I'm running on the same 3 tiles in order, attacking every 4 ticks. A 4-tick weapon really does help here. Now, this is the part that had me stuck forever. I've just killed the mage hand. What do I do? Our first step is to get Orm to turn his head to his melee hand. You start by running to the ring finger tile. See that? His head's going to turn towards you. Now click to the thumb tile to move there, where we will wait for Orm to hit you, and you'll hit him back. Oh no, his attack scared me. It was an acid walk or a flame wall or a portal. Take a deep breath, heal up, and head back to the ring finger to restart. Everything is fine. Orm turns his head towards you, you run to the thumb, and hopefully this time he hits you with a regular ranged or magic attack. Reacting to the hit gives you 0.6 seconds, ask my girlfriend, that is plenty of time, to attack him on the next tick. Now you do absolutely nothing. You're auto-attacking him on the tick after his attack, and our next job is to react to what Orm does next, and you do that by waiting for his second hit. Here is what can happen. The first and the best step is that Orm doesn't do anything. He will stare at you and then you will attack again. This is 4-1 baby. You see that hit land and you click to the middle left tile to run there. The way it works is that you're 1 tick after Orm's attack. It took you a second tick to attack, and it will take you 2 ticks to run to the middle tile, which puts you 4 ticks after Orm's attack. That means it's his turn to attack again. So now you're on this tile. Orm needs to turn his head to hit you. Target locked. He turns, but joke is on Orm. The tick you landed on this tile, you'll click his hand again, which causes you to instantly run back. This is where seeing true tile becomes invaluable. The second you see that square line up with the yellow tile marker, I'm clicking the hand. You don't have time to think though. After you've attacked, you'll need to continue running to the ring finger, and getting here takes 4 ticks. Once you're there, he turns his head again, but your attack timer is keeping your attack 1 tick ahead of his, which means you're still in the rhythm you were in earlier. You'll notice he'll attack you with a regular attack. Meanwhile, you can hit him twice on the ring finger, run back to the thumb and hit once on the thumb. When you've hit the thumb this time, that'll be your 4th hit. Repeat the cycle of run to the middle left tile, he'll turn his head, you'll attack from the middle left tile, that'll get you to run to the ring finger, he'll turn his head again. 2 attacks on the ring, back to the thumb, and you keep this cycle going. This is 4-1. Let's say though we don't get lucky. You attacked once, you hit Olm 1 tick after, and then you wait for the second attack, but it's not a null and he attacks you with something. Maybe it's just a regular attack. Oh no, I've been hit twice, what do I do? Well, we've got a plan for that. Olm has just hit you with the second hit. You then hit Olm with your second hit, and you instantly run to the middle tile. This is the exact same setup as the 4-1 earlier, but when you run back to the ring finger, instead of hitting twice, you'll only hit once. So you attack him, run to the middle, attack him from the middle, hit the ring finger once, and go back to the thumb to start the rotation. So last time you would hit him twice, this time you'd hit him once. When you've got the 1 hit, you'll start the 4-1 cycle properly. So what you did is 4-1, except you only hit him once instead of twice. So it's actually called the 3-1. And this 3-1 is used to get into a 4-1 cycle. It pushes Olm's attack cycle back 1, which means you're now in the correct rhythm to do the 4-1. So if you see 2 basic attacks in a row, you know to do a single cycle of 3-1, which will get you back into your 4-1 cycle. That is a lot of cycles. Okay, worst case scenario. Olm hits you with 1 attack and then hits you with a special. This is awful. But this is your first raid, you're learning 4-1. I do not suggest trying to learn how to fix this problem. Deal with the special, run to the portal, avoid the lightning, whatever. Run around the map for a bit, get him to turn his head, and find another point in the cycle where you feel ready to turn his head back to the melee hand. You're at the ring finger, he's looking at his melee hand, you run to the thumb, and you start the cycle all over again. When you're at the thumb, you wait for his attack, you attack him 1 tick after, you wait for his second attack, hopefully it's a null, you go into the 4-1 loop. If it's a regular basic attack, that's 2 basic attacks in a row, so you do a 3-1, which puts you in a 4-1 cycle. It is relatively easy when you understand what's going on, but I can assure you there's no problem with not really knowing what's going on here. This raid is all about seeing what it feels like to get in that 4-1 cycle. It's not about fully being able to do it. So you're going to want to do this for the first melee phase and the second melee phase, and then when he pops his head back up for phase 3, it's a bit of a different story, because you'll be attacking the melee hand first. 4-1 is a bit easier in this cycle because you'll get 2 Dragon Warhammer specs off, and then you can run to the middle like you've always done on the 4-1 cycle, and jump straight into it, and you'll always be able to. But if you mess up a timing, if you're too late for a tick, if you're too early for a tick, just go back to the head, looking at the melee hand, move to the thumb. This is our safe space. Make him look at his melee hand, run to the thumb, and see what his next 2 hits are. Get it low, kill both hands at the same time, destroy the head, and collect your well-deserved purple. Ooh, solo purple! Yeah, that's about right. Fair enough. Ideally in this raid, you spent a bit of time in 4-1. You can recognise when you're in it, and even though you lost the cycle a lot, you made some mistakes, you had generally an okay time. Maybe you died, maybe you didn't. It is time for raid number 2. The goal of this next raid is to refine those skills. I would continue to ignore specials by just dealing with them, resetting the head and going back into that 2 Olm attack thing at the thumb that we talked about. As before, attack, null, 4-1, attack, 3-1 once, and then 4-1. The job for this raid is to refine your movement and head turning abilities. So, you enter the room with the same gear setup as before. You Warhammer spec the melee hand, you enter the 3-0, you kill the mage hand, you go to the ring finger, you turn the head, you go to the thumb, you wait for his attack, you attack the hand by using Olm's attack as a trigger. If it's a portal, you deal with a portal, you turn the head to melee, you go back to the thumb, you try again. Maybe this time he attacks you twice, and you know you need to perform the 3-1 by attacking the thumb, running to the middle, getting that dragged auto attack off onto the thumb tile, attacking once in the ring finger, before moving back to the thumb and hitting him with a 4-1. At this point, resetting is normal, it's even expected. Olm can be very unkind, but this is how you build up consistency and confidence. Every run you complete deathless brings you 1 step closer to mastering that 4-1. Olm's attack cycle might seem intimidating at first, but by the end of the second raid you'll really notice these patterns and you'll have some experience dealing with them. Ideally, you'll even manage one of the 3 hand phases by fully killing the melee hand without needing to heal anything or use any of your prayer doses. Success in this second raid is being deathless. Some mistakes totally fine, because that is why we bring supplies. If you used every sip of restore and you completed that raid deathless, you're exactly where you need to be. If you didn't manage a deathless run this time, I wouldn't sweat it. Every attempt adds to your muscle memory, and that is progress. Raid 3 begins. This is where the confidence is sky high. By Raid 3, you are in the zone. This is where you enjoy the fruits of your hard work. Deathless runs, consistent 4-1 cycles, you are a PVM master. You can 3-0, you can 4-1, you can look at the cycle, you understand it now. All the old videos made no sense before, but now they do because you're in the upper echelons. Think of this raid as your victory lap. Get that deathless run and feel the satisfaction of all your hard work paying off. You don't get scared by specials anymore. You know it's fine if you get acid walked, just walk it across the room, because you know you can reset and try again without hurting your supplies too much. This is where the fun begins. You've worked hard and you deserve this. I can just say, go into 4-1, do a 3-1 as a reaction to 2 hits, DD on the portal and try again, dodge the lion and do 3 1-0s, or even just reset and try again. None of this scares you now. If you manage to 4-1 the entirety of 2 phases here, you're now good enough to not need any guides on learning 4-1. You have the tools to go deathless on any regular CoX and optimize your purple chances. You're ready to choose your own path. Maybe you want to progress and tackle CMs and chase the omelette, or maybe you want to stick to regulars and just enjoy the grind. Either way, you have mastered 4-1 and earned your spot as a CoX legend. Now it's time to have fun in the best raid Jagex have made. Please do not kill me for my opinion, I love CoX. Wait. It's time to gear up, head into that mountain, grab yourself your solo T-bow, get your omelette. The sky is the limit from here.